The first ever free and fair local government elections took place in the year 1995, but for the province of KwaZulu-Natal, they were held in June 1996. This was due to the negotiations under the Local Government Transition Act of 1993. Elections in South Africa are held after 5 years, with national and provincial running elections concurrently, and with municipal elections occurring 2 years later. For this documentary, we ask why 30 years later voter turnout amongst the youth is low. Is it because of voter literacy, frustration, or a modern-day form of protest? We went to the streets of Durban under the eThekwini Metro to hear what young people have to say about the upcoming local government elections.
You know that the local government elections are going to be taking place later this year?
No, I don't.
You are aware of the upcoming local elections happening later this year?
No, I'm not.
Durban Central IEC official Nogwazi Gumede explains to us the process of local government elections.
The local government elections, we choose our leaders in the municipality. We are councillors together with the council that will represent us in the municipalities. We also have those elections every 5 years.
I'm not watching with the summer cadres because I haven't seen any changes with regards to the votes that I haven't given to the government previously. So for me, it's very used to understand.
I am going to be participating in the local government elections because I feel like my vote, adds something more added to the country. So I get to choose who should be put in the government. So as you can see, like in South Africa, we do need changes. So I feel like that's the motivation. I think we need change as a country. So that's why I'm going to be participating in the elections.
I will be participating. However, from previous experience, I don't think that much changes with regard to the election and regardless of the political party.
Yeah, well, I'll say so. I've been staying in the UAE for the past 2 years, and to be honest, I've been really interested in South African politics. Obviously, coming from here, I've got a South African passport. I think we're third-generation immigrants, so it's something that's super important to us. And going into the elections this year, I reckon that I don't know. I'm looking forward to and quite hopeful about our conglomerate party that we've got going on now, and I think that it looks like there's a lot of infighting from what I've seen that might have gotten in the way of a lot of progress, but we're still moving forward.
So it's important for you to participate as a young person and vote and ensure that you had a voice in that person who has been chosen. Even if the person you have voted for didn't win the election, but they will see the impact if maybe the margin is low. They will see the impact that this person was not the one that the whole community wanted to lead us.
We posed another question to the young people. What is their biggest issue with the government? And this is what they had to say.
Use of the funds that is allocated to KZN should be used to improve our infrastructure and actually go into things that are worthwhile that's going to help the communities, not build statues that are expensive.
Especially the growth of opportunities when it comes to us, especially graduates. We are not getting any opportunities where we have to go and upskill everything that we have learned in universities to understand. At least if we have something or that opportunity there.
Youth unemployment is rising and voter turnout is dropping. The IEC believes that voter turnout is not simply about young people being uninformed. Instead, it may be linked to increasing frustration. More from Gumede.
I can say it's their way of showing the frustration. because voter education, we've done everything in our parts to encourage the youth to participate. And when we visit them, they tell us that we don't have water, we don't have electricity, we are not working. Why we have to vote? And then as IEC, we encourage them to participate, even if you don't see the change in your community, but it is important for them to participate in democratic activities, because you need to choose your leader. If you decide not to vote, who is going to vote for you?
I feel it's important for the youth to be informed about what's happening in the society, because we say we are the generation of we are the upcoming generation. So if we're not informed about like what's happening in our country, that does not work. And yes, I did not know what the elections are approaching, but I will look it up.
I think they should definitely try and engage the youth more because of our high unemployment rate, and maybe fresh minds will help in curbing the sort of misuse of the funds, and not addressing the problems that we actually have.
We have a tertiary institution campaign that is running from February to September 2026, where we visit the universities and colleges to engage students directly on matters related to electoral democracy. We have also given a chance to students to apply for working, doing those campaigns for us in their peers in the university, to assist us, to encourage them to register to vote. We will give some students a chance to do that program. And we also have a school's democracy program that we are doing with the high schools, where it's starting from April to September. We introduce civic and democracy education to learners. We go to class, we educate the learners using the curriculum that is used by the Department of Education, where they talk about democracy issues. Then IEC will be teaching those maybe programs in class with the LO educator.
In an engagement with Martin, he shared his opinion on SA youth and their involvement in the country's politics.
I disagree. I think our youth is more than ever involved in a lot of the legislation coming through, especially last year. I'm following this guy, MCX, Nsizwe Mpofu. I don't know if you guys know this guy. He runs a really, of course you know the guy, for sure. And I don't know, he's shown in a lot of ways that we are involved in the legislation, even if we might not see it, maybe in the smaller areas of it, maybe in the less decisive matters, not in the higher echelons, but we're still pulling the strings at somewhat, and it's only going to get better. I think it's progress to be made. I'm quite a patriotic person, so a little bit different for me, but that's how I feel.
I also have a 21-year-old, so to the young ones, I encourage you to go out in numbers. We want to see the numbers of the youth increasing in registration, participation and voting, because we don't want to see the elderly people are the ones who are voting, and we want you to be leading us.
The young people of Durban have different views on the 2026 elections. Only time and elections result will tell which view will prevail. Will the government ever take notice of the young people's complaints, or the violent take it by force? They are the future, and preparing for a future starts now, in the present time. For Credible Source by DUT Journalism, I am Unosihle Mthembu.